What is going on, guys? It is FNAF Central here, and today we're going to be going over what we know so far about the upcoming Five Nights at Freddy's movie. We will dive into leaked photos, leaked videos, and leaked information from the public and Blumhouse Productions Twitter. If you want to stay clueless to anything in the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, this is your warning to exit the video now. This video was heavily inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers, Dako. So head over to his channel and hit his subscribe button. Without him, this video would not have been possible. So go show him some love. Alright, on to the video. Finally, after so many years of playing games, until Security Breach, we have finally been promised a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Not just a hoax this time like after Five Nights at Freddy's 1. But a full-blown movie, and we have evidence as to when this movie will be released and its progress in production. We have been released the cast of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and most notably, the actor playing William Afton is none other than Matthew Lillard. After this was released, there were so many memes that came out based on this. There were already memes of Five Nights at Freddy's even before this, such as this one, but Matthew Lillard will 100% play a great role of William Afton, especially after his performance of that guy. I forgot his name. What was his name? Oh my god, whatever. But he it was in Scream. He played Ghostface. But yeah, he was really unhinged in that movie, and he's gonna be needing to be unhinged as playing as William Afton, the dude who's killed countless children just because. I mean, just because he needs Remnant and all that. But yeah, William Lillard is 100% one of the best candidates for playing William Afton, and I don't think I could think of anybody else who would play William Afton as good as William Lillard. I mean, come on. I mean, thank God that Blumhouse realized that we can't have the same actors in every single movie. Like, some actors have their own talents. Like, if they would have released that The Rock or some shit was playing William Afton, I probably would get pretty mad. I mean, like, come on, The Rock. But no, they went in the correct direction and have William Lillard playing as William Afton, and I love this. All right, let's go on to the first image. All right, so here is our very first look at the pizzeria. I'm sorry for the quality. This is the best quality that I could find out there from the person who took this photo. But as we can see, there's a bunch of construction going on. The left, the right, the middle of the screen. There are a bunch of, like, I don't even know what they're called. Movers, I guess. But yeah, so we can see that the restaurant it's pretty decent sized. We got the Freddy Fazbear logo on top. For some reason, Blumhouse decided to make Freddy with gloves. Not sure what direction they're going with that, but it wouldn't ruin the movie for literally anybody, I don't think, just because Freddy's wearing gloves. I mean, come on now. So yeah, this establishment actually looks pretty cool, and I'm hoping that if the FNAF movie does like really well, then maybe this establishment would be open to the public, and maybe they'll make some around the whole world, possibly. But that's a stretch. Who knows? They would need to clarify with Scott, because I think he still has the rights to him, and I don't know if he has enough money for it either, because making a bunch of restaurants across the globe, that's something you gotta have moolah for. But yeah, we're hoping that after the movie, and if it does well in the box office, then possibly we can get this open to the public. Another thing I want to point out is that the filming location is in New Orleans. I just found that out. So yeah, it's in New Orleans. I'm pretty sure they're tearing this place down and making another one. I'm not sure though. They may have already done that, but I'm still like a few days behind. But I'm mostly caught up with it. So yeah, that's about it for this picture and leak that we got from just a passerby. Took a picture of it and posted it on social media. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so for our next leak here, we can see that there are two different Springtrap heads So I'm pretty sure this was leaked on Bloomhouse Productions Instagram just for a few moments, and I think it was taken down. I'm not too sure. Somebody sent me this, but it looks like it's made in, like, a factory, a warehouse, or whatnot. So this is definitely not somebody's backyard, and this is definitely not a prop somebody just made. But yes, I'm pretty sure this is a solid leak from Bloomhouse that Springtrap will be in the movie, which leads us all to believe that maybe we could see William Afton get spring locked like he does in Five Nights at Freddy's 3 at the very end. But yeah, so Springtrap most definitely will be in this movie. So what concerns me is that there are two versions of Springtrap. One is more yellowish, and then the other is more green, beat up, moldy, rotten. So this also leads me to believe that maybe at the end of the movie, we will get like the fire scene, like what happened in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Since oh my god, I forgot his name. Springtrap, sorry. Springtrap is more yellow. It looks like he's burnt a little bit, but we can never be too sure. But so yeah, so this is a really cool leak, as we could see here, that Freddy, or what the hell? No, not Freddy. That Springtrap will be in this movie, because I don't think that they would go through all this trouble designing, trial and error, this Springtrap head, just for them not to use it in the movie. I mean, granted, there are a bunch of movies that make things and then scrap them in the end, but I highly doubt they're gonna scrap an entire animatronic, and it's the killer of the series, so I really doubt that. So let's all hope and pray that Springtrap will be in the movie and they will not butcher our boy, because Springtrap is such a cool animatronic. He's so different than everybody else in a way. But yeah. Alright, that's about it for this image, so let's move on to the next one. Alright, so here we are with the very next image. So in this one, we get a lot more close up to the pizza place. But what we do see is that the place is boarded up. So I'm not sure if this is supposed to be what's going on in the movie set, or if police actually had to be called to, like, keep people out of the establishment. I mean, that's kind of sad. I really wish people would just leave the place alone and let the people do their productions and then wait afterwards. But still, don't break and enter, because one, that's illegal. But yeah, like, wait afterwards, because this place, they're not just gonna tear it down. Like, come on, they're definitely not just gonna tear down the entire production site after the movie. They're most likely going to make this an actual, like, establishment, which will be really, really fucking cool. But yeah, so we can see a police car in the front guarding the a main entrance. It's caged up so people can't get in, but what I see, there are a lot of people waiting outside, and what I was thinking was that maybe they're going, like, waiting outside. Maybe this is after the bite of 87 or something like that. So, like, all of the scared parents are waiting outside while there are police officers inside, like, handling, like, the bite. I don't know if they're gonna, like, put the bite of 87 in this movie, since this movie is supposed to be Five Nights at Freddy's 1 exclusively. But we will never know. I mean, yeah, none of us know anything about it other than these leaks that I'm sharing with you right now. So that's about all for this image. I do really enjoy that we get a lot more close up to the main entrance, though, so we can see, like, the sign better. We can't really see Freddy's face that much because it's cut off from the picture, but that's okay. We get a lot more depth into it when we look at the picture with all the people, the cage closing the entrance. I firmly believe that this is going to be, like, something. Maybe this is after the kids were killed. Maybe this actually, that's a really good thing I just thought of. Maybe this is after the children were killed, and like, since the place is going to be put on lockdown since they can't find the children, maybe this is what happens, and the parents are outside, like, trying to talk to William Afton and Henry, since they are the owners of the establishment and all that. But once again, we will never know until the movie comes out. So that's about it for this image. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the next photo we have, it looks like the ice cream party stand. Oh, well, no, duh, me. Well, so we can see Chica's rainbow at the very top. This rainbow is from FNAF World, so I guess FNAF World is actually making a little bit of a cameo in the movie. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, it looks like there's a little concession stand mainly just for ice cream. And the ice cream makes me like think of Circus Baby. You know her? You know how her whole thing is ice cream, how she killed Elizabeth Afton with ice cream. And that's another thing because maybe this is a little bit of a hint towards maybe it'll have a little bit of like every FNAF in it, because when you look at the cast members, you can actually see somebody playing Elizabeth Afton. Now I don't have the thing pulled up right now because I'm talking, but I will pop that up on the screen right here, and you can see who the actor for Elizabeth Afton is. So possibly we might be able to see Circus Baby, or possibly even see the Scoop, if you know what I'm talking about. If you've played Five Nights at Freddy's 5 and you did Circus Baby's minigame, then you see what happened to Elizabeth Afton. Now, this is not confirmed. None of this, and nothing in this video that I say is confirmed. This is just what I feel like. But all the pictures and all the videos that are on this have been confirmed by Blumhouse. It's just like little teasers that they show off to get the movie sparked and all that, which is really cool. It's really, really cool, and it's actually, it has been keeping me entertained, because like if a movie comes out and nobody knows about it, nobody's gonna watch it. It's just that simple. You gotta make these. That's what trailers are for. That's what advertisements are for. It's basically that. It's propaganda. But yeah, all right. That's about it for this this little one. This is really cool. We can see a little bit of the interior inside the pizzeria. If this is even inside the pizzeria, I mean, we have no idea. Maybe this is like in a mall or something. Like, I swear if they have the Mega Pizzaplex here, I really doubt it. But yeah, that's about it for this image. So let's head on to the next one. Okay, so here's the next image. It is the same thing, but this time we get a really close look at what the ice cream parlor is all about. So it's basically just a normal ice cream stand. It's pretty standard, has your flavors, your drinks, your cones, your pints and your flavors and all that. But it does have Chica's little rainbow at the top on the left side. So this is pretty proven that this is going to be in the movie, and that this is Five Nights at Freddy's related, because I don't think anybody would be sane enough, unlike Scott, who is not sane, as he made that joke in Five Nights at Freddy's VR, but to make that exact same, rainbow icon. So this is pretty proven that this is definitely in the movie. Not much to see here. It's just a normal ice cream parlor. So that's about all for this section. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so here is the very next picture that we have been leaked. So as we can see, that there is a car and it's surrounded by a bunch of people. Now this is obviously the production team recording, but if you look inside the car, you can see a person. Now it's definitely not William Lillard. So the person we all would think is the night guard. So probably Michael Afton. So that's probably Michael Afton's car just approaching Freddy Fazbear's, as you can see in the background, the blue roof and the brick exterior, as we saw in the previous pictures. But this is probably Michael Afton showing up at his new job after he got fired, which is what the very next picture and video is about, that you will see. But yeah, that's about it for this one, actually. You can see the police car to the right, which makes me feel like the police car is like an actual police officer, and it's not for the movie, due to the reason that, one, it's not in the shot, and two, it's at night, which makes me feel like that police officer is there to protect them as they go on with production. So yeah, and they got lights everywhere to like make it look like maybe the luminescence of the Freddy Fazbear's sign at the front of the building. They obviously don't have like it powered yet because the building is still in the making. So were probably using this kind of light because that you see that yellow light right there? That's usually what like a Chuck E. Cheese would have. That's kind of like what the color it would glare off when you're outside and like staring directly up at it. So yeah, that's about it for this one. This one's really cool. I really enjoy this one, but the next one you guys are gonna like because it's a video. Yes, I said it was a video, but just give me a second. So as we can see here, there are a bunch of people inside of a fountain. Now, when I show you the video later, this will all make sense. So the guy standing in the center with the security shirt on, that is Michael Afton. So what makes me feel like he got fired from his job, as you will see. I'm not gonna like spoil it right now, but you will see. So it looks like he's wearing a security outfit. So maybe he was a security guard working at this mall. As you can see, that there's an H&M in the back. But yeah, so when I show you this video, it'll all make sense, and then I'll further explain the picture. So as you saw there, it looks like Michael Afton is beating the shit out of somebody in this fountain. It is not explained why yet because the movie hasn't came out, but some of us are left to believe that he thought like some guy in the establishment was either his father, as he knows what what his father did, or it was some guy messing with his daughter, as we saw, or as we were hearing a little girl scream, "Daddy, stop," or something like that. Or she just screamed "Daddy." But that the little girl could have been the guy who's getting beat up's daughter, but we are all still left to believe that that is Michael Afton's daughter. I mean, in the games, Michael Afton never really had a family other than William Afton, Evan, his mom, and Elizabeth, but they're all dead, and so is Michael, actually. So the whole Afton family is dead. So we are never really brought to any understanding about who this little girl was, why they're yelling "Daddy," or why Michael Afton is beating up anybody in this fountain. But we are all left to believe that after Michael Afton beats the sense out of this guy in the fountain, he gets fired from that job. And then he goes and looks on the local newspaper for new hires, and then he sees the ad for Freddy Fazbear's, so then he goes and works there. So that's about it for this picture. We have a few more, and then the very last one I want to go over is my personal favorite, and it probably will be yours. This picture doesn't really have much. All we can see is that there's a broken Freddy Fazbear sign. If you compare this sign to the one that we saw on top of the building, it's a pretty even match. It has the little cylinder in the middle. You can see Freddy's top hat and ears, and then his arm waving up on the sign. So that's about it for this image. I mean, I had to get it out there and explain it a little bit, but that's about all. So, alright, let's go on to the next one. For our very next picture, we get a less beat up version of the Freddy Fazbear's sign. So now we can clearly see that Freddy is wearing gloves, and yeah, that's about it for this. I mean, come on, it's just a sign. We can see that it's Freddy Fazbear. I don't really know how else to explain it, but it's just a less beat up version of the sign, and this may be the sign that they are using in the movie, considering that one, it's less beat up, so obviously they're gonna have like other people inside the pizzeria. Michael Afton isn't just gonna go into the pizzeria just because if it's broken down or anything. I mean, it's got to be up and running. The animatronics got to be there and all that. So yeah, that's about it for this one. So I think we have one or two more to go over. So let's get on to those. If you've made it this far in the video, please consider liking, subscribing, and turning on notifications. It helps boost my self-esteem. For one, it lets me know how good I am. And for two, that it really motivates me to keep making content for all of you. So yeah, let me get all that schmuck out of the way, and then we are going to be on to our last image. Now you guys are going to really like this image, and here it is. Boom! As you can see, there is an entire Freddy Fazbear leak as to what he looks like. Oh my gosh, this dude is gigantic. So those men that are carrying him, or like there's a guy inside of it, they don't look small. Freddy looks like he's pretty big. I mean, that's kind of scary. So if Freddy's that big, imagine somebody like Bonnie next to him. Bonnie, I'm pretty sure, is like double. No, not double. Maybe like a third larger than Freddy. So that would be terrifying. I'm really excited to see the rest of the animatronics look. I mean, we can't really see what Freddy looks like. We could just see his build. But this looks so good right now. Like, if they keep up with this, they make Foxy, Bonnie, and Chica like this, and maybe even Golden Freddy if he's going to be in the movie, then I feel like the movie's going to be great. The number one aspect some people are looking for is the story and how the animatronics look. So they want to like see the story as portrayed by the games, and then they want to see the animatronics, because if the animatronics look like something from like what movie is a good reference? Banana Split, that's a good one. Or was it Willy's Wonderland? I'm pretty sure. I don't know, one of those two. Those both involve killer animatronics. So if they stick with what they have right here, I'm pretty sure they'll be fine. And that's about it for this one. So I'm gonna end off the video. Thank you all so much for watching this video. This video took a long time to make, so if you guys could bless me with a like and a subscribe, that would make my day. We are very close to 1,000 subscribers. I mean, come on guys, we just hit 600 subscribers in less than a month. That is insane. You guys are insane. Keep doing that, because once we hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. You don't know what the giveaway is yet, but once we are at 1,000 subscribers, I will tell you. So thank you all so much for watching this FNAF video. This took forever. I started the video at 12 a.m. and it's 7:30 a.m. now. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. Yeah, the video took forever, so please please leave a like, subscribe for my mental sanity. I'm just like Scott. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I just rambled like Mr. Hippo. But yeah, thanks guys for watching once again for the 18th time I've said that. Have a great night. Bye guys.